Hi guys, how is it going? My name is Ari, I live at Southwest Florida, and this is our soursop tree that fruiting first time that it's fruiting more than one. The very first time I think fruited one or two, the second I even no actually it was only one fruit I think last year, and we lost it, and this is the 2022. So far we are in June, and this is how big they got so far. And now the tree actually started to push out new flowers. Why it's fruits over there. It is actually funny because I made a video last year, I think the end of last year. I was talking about the soursop at the zone 9B area. I'm very close to 10A border, but I am at 9B still. So most of the time when the temperature drops, the wind chill, low wind chill, it will drop its leaves, and with that it will drop the fruits as well. And that's what happened last year also. But this one, it was kind of protected because we have a big pine on top of, like over it, and so that helped a lot, and other trees nearby. So long story short, I was like, if it's not gonna produce, like it's been there for a couple of years, I I don't see much reason to keep it really, because I mean I prefer a fruitful tree or something that it gives us some food. So here we go. Like just before I was like, I don't know what to do about this tree. Now it's like abundance. Like looks like we're gonna have a good amount of fruit if all goes well, and everything has to go well, of course. So we can actually have some soursop shakes or guanabana. There's so many other names for this fruit, and I didn't grow up with these fruits, but I was very intrigued when one of my patients was talking about at my old job that their neighbor had a soursop, and I'm like, oh really, and what is that? And so she explained it. She was a Jamaican lady, and the next thing you know, the next day she brought me a little seedling from her neighbor. How nice, how sweet is that? So now the tree is, it's been actually a while that flowering, but the holding the fruit, that's a different story so far. Because always when the fruit was formed and was kind of like started to grow, the winter came, and then the next thing you know, the the tree will abort it, because if it loses all its leaves, it's obviously the photosynthesis, it's not working the way it's supposed to for all the energy to focus on the fruit production, and the tree doesn't want to die, so it aborts its fruit. It knows better, basically. So yeah, that's how it is now. Just before I was like, okay, am I gonna have to give up on it? Now it's actually just bringing in tons of fruits. Other than that, the Rollinia is also started to form. This tree is was fruiting year round, so it was unbelievable. Like this was wonderful experience for me, because I mean I knew it can happen in a higher zone, but yeah, it was even though the tree lost its leaves, all its leaves basically, but it kept the fruit on. Now the first, I think, two fruits was tasteless. Normally tastes like very very good, like a lemon meringue pie fruit, like something like about lemon meringue taste. Like the after flavor is definitely reminding me to that. And it was tasteless because it wasn't really good sugar content, of course, and that's it's all related to the leaves. It wasn't able to photosynthesize correctly or photosynthesize that much at all, so it wasn't good. But then when the leaves started to grow back a little bit, and there was another fruit that was actually pretty good. The sugar apples grew so much. It's amazing. Some of the fruits, because I hand pollinated, so there is a lot of fruits on the tree. But some of the fruits, it has to be aborted, and it is aborted by the tree because it's just too much. Too much is of everything, even if it's good, it's not good. The tree knows better. It will support what it can, and everything else it will be aborted probably. But look at how beautiful this color. It's like purple. We call this color lila in my language, in Hungarian. And it's just beautiful. And the taste also, I mean, sugar apple. Just the name it says it is sweet and delicious. And I also pollinated a lot of the green one I will show you, and the atemoya. And earlier I was showing the Seminole pumpkin. I didn't plant it at this year, but it came back from last and doing very well. But yeah, you can see the size the sugar apples put on. The rains definitely helped so much. You can see the Seminole pumpkin, very nice size. At the banana, it's going all over. It's growing all over wild, which is fine. It's very easy because I didn't have to do anything about it. It grew back. Apparently I left the pumpkin probably in the garden, and after composting, I naturally composed, the seeds grew back, seeds sprouted, and now we have more Seminole pumpkin growing. You can see the green sugar apples are very bountiful as well. I did a lot of hand pollination, and I'm pretty sure we have a good amount of insects in the garden. Well, I know we have a lot of insects in the garden, so they also helped with the pollination, I'm sure, because up there on the higher area I didn't really hand pollinate, but it's pretty packed. Some hibiscus, justicia, some bananas are coming in, banana bunches. And this is the soursop tree in the front garden, the one that I was talking about, the patient. Oh my gosh, it was such a little tiny tree. I remember I came home late. It was nighttime already, and that's when I remember I didn't know better. I dig a big hole. I had no idea like how I have to plant it or anything, but I dig a big hole for that tiny seedling. I put some really good soil in it, which you're supposed to mix it with the sandy soil. I didn't know better, so for a while it didn't do much, but then after a while it started to grow very well. But you live and learn. So this is how started out planting. Well, not just that, because I think it was a star fruit for my birthday, and from my husband, and also an avocado from my husband's parents. And then little by little, a lot by lot, after a while, a lot by lot, I built up the fruit collection. So that's how it went. Here I'm showing some epidendrum orchids. These are you can plant them in the ground also. I plant them in a pot. up front, but it's beautiful. They have several colors. They have red. Now, this orchid is very weird, I know, but it is so different. Imagine that every night, every single night, the whole lanai smells like citronella, plant mixed with lemongrass and mums. So all those scents together combined, and I don't know, maybe it's actually a good mosquito repellent. So you never know. But only nighttime that I can smell that very strong, and so probably there is maybe a moth that will try to attract to pollinate. With that said, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.